It's so nice to see you here today. This was a request from one of our dementia family members. We're going to talk about Parkinson's disease. I can't believe I haven't done a video on this yet. Are you guys sure that yeah, okay, all right. So anyway, thanks for the reminder. And if you have a topic or a question, put it in the comments and I will personally answer you. And you never know, I might even do a video just for you. So tell me what you want. I'm here for you. So get involved in the community. I do not know what your struggles and your challenges are unless you tell me, and all I want is to help. So tell me how to better serve you. Comment, comment, comment. If you're a family member and you're really drowning and you're at your wit's end, let me introduce myself. I'm Debra. I'm a certified master dementia strategist, and I do offer one-on-one dementia coaching. You can go to my website, answersabout.alz.org, or look for the links down below to book a call. We can work together to conquer all those challenging behaviors or whatever you're having problems with. Maybe your relationship is suffering because of dementia. Let's save that relationship. Don't try to do it alone. It took me 15 years to get to where I am today, and help is here. So book a call and get the help that you need. Well, let's get to our topic today, Parkinson's disease. We will be talking about what Parkinson's disease is, diagnosis, warning signs, and symptoms. This disease can be complex and require quite a bit of care for families. So preparing and educating is the key to navigating through the journey of Parkinson's. And as always, I'm here to help. Parkinson's disease is a progressive degenerative disease that affects the nervous system. It is a disorder of the central nervous system, or CNS, that affects movement. It often includes tremors and dementia. As the disease progresses, nerve cell death occurs in the brain that lowers the dopamine levels, which leads to Parkinson's symptoms. Typically, it will start out slowly and begin with a stiffness and slowing of movement. I'm often asked what the life expectancy is for a person with Parkinson's or PD, and the expected lifespan after diagnosis is approximately 10 to 20 years. It is one of the longest life expectancies of dementia. With that in mind, if you're diagnosed with a debilitating disease that could last for 20 years, that's going to require some significant planning. This is not something that you should just go day to day with no thought as to what is coming and how to handle the rough stuff when it appears. The time to think about and discuss the hard times is now. The first thing that we should be having talks with the person about what their wishes are. What are their concerns for care? How do they see their end of life care? And what legal documents need to be put into place? There have been a lot of changes in the field of estate planning, especially POA or power of attorney. So it's a good time to get all these documents reviewed by an elder law attorney. Another really important thing to consider is who will provide the care? How will it be paid for? Please be careful making promises. I know it's hard, but please tread carefully. It's super easy to say things like, I'll never put you in a nursing home. If you're making a promise 20 years in the future, a lot can happen in 20 years. No one can predict the future. Instead of promising not to put someone in a nursing home, promise to do your very best for your loved one. That's the promise you need to make. Promise to be there for them and to advocate for them and to do your best. If you are currently in a situation where difficult decisions are being considered, I have a video for that. I think it's called, Should I Put My Loved One in a Nursing Home? I feel we should cover the warning signs first. The most obvious warning sign is tremors or rhythmic shaking. This can be in your thumb, finger, hand, or even your chin. Next is slowed body movements. Another is rigidity, or like stiffened muscles and contraction of muscles. When a person has Parkinson's, they will often have a significant change in their posture and will begin to stoop over or hunch over. This posture change can affect the person's balance. A loss of the sense of smell is a big warning sign. This can actually happen many years prior to other symptoms. Another warning sign is that a person may find their handwriting may become much smaller, or even the words get smushed closer together. If others notice that your voice is softer or that you sound hoarse, the warning sign is that people will talk softer. Constipation and dizziness or fainting spells are a common warning sign. If you notice more than one of these signs, you should seek the guidance of a medical professional. It's been proven. People who seek medical intervention will experience a lower risk of complications. They enjoy an enhanced quality of life, and they lead a more productive life. So make sure you're getting in touch with your doctor. During the early stages, the patient may suffer from a condition called masked face. This is where they will show little or no emotion on their face. And this is because the symptoms that freeze the facial muscles that help us make facial expressions. The person with Parkinson's is still feeling these emotions on the inside, but they don't show them outwardly. This can be particularly hard on a caregiver because they might feel like the person they're caring for doesn't appreciate them. This is where your education and being in tune with your own abilities is going to help you as the caregiver. It's hard not to take this stuff personally. But if you're part of our community now, you know better. Another thing is frequent in the early stages is that when a person walks, they don't swing their arms. While at the doctor's office, they may ask the patient to walk across the room. Doctors can actually tell a lot about a person just by observing them walk. You might notice that speech becomes softer or possibly slurred and can get worse over time. If the patient experiences tremors and shaking only on one side of the body at the onset of symptoms, the tremors will probably remain worse or stronger on that particular side throughout the disease process. Tremors usually begin in a limb and most likely in the hands and fingers. The hand might shake while it's at rest, or you might rub your index finger and your thumb together. This is called pill rocking tremors. You might also find that when you're actively doing a task, the intensity of the tremors might decrease. So it's still a mystery as to what exactly causes Parkinson's disease, but we do know that it is the direct result of cell death. Dopamine is a chemical called a neurotransmitter that helps to move the electrical signals through the brain, through the white matter of the brain mostly. Dopamine is in the part of the brain called the substantia nigra. Parkinson's occurs when there are low levels of dopamine, making it impossible for the brain to transmit the signals to coordinate movement. By the time the person is diagnosed, they have already lost 60 to 80% of the dopamine producing cells. Parkinson's risk factors are age. This one hits earlier, around 60, is a Parkinson's risk factor. Another one is if you're a man. Parkinson's is more likely to be diagnosed in men. And if you have had several family members who have had Parkinson's, it puts you at a higher risk, but only if you have several diagnosed family members. If you're caring for a loved one, or you yourself have been diagnosed, watch for signs of depression. Depression is common, particularly in the early stages. It's a lot to deal with and can be overwhelming. So please watch for the signs of depression, and remember, depression is treatable at any age. Some other problems that are common are constipation and difficulty urinating, or problems with incontinence, right? Rapid eye movement, sleep disorder is also pretty common. And this can make the person have difficulty with sleep, and they may act out their dreams. When these sleep disruptions happen, it can be especially hard on those providing care. The caregiver isn't getting the rest that they need in order to keep doing their job. Sometimes we need to get a little extra help so that the caregiver can get the sleep that they need to function at their best. Dementia is a very common symptom of Parkinson's. Cognitive problems and difficulty thinking and problem solving. It can be hard to concentrate. The person may have hallucinations, and they might show poor judgment. When families are dealing with balance and dementia, this is a double whammy. When their dreadful disease advances and the later stages approach, the person can have problems eating and swallowing. And again, this can be due to the rigidity of the facial muscles and others, leading to choking and malnutrition. If you are caring for a person with Parkinson's, make sure you're taking care of your own health and consider joining a support group. I hope you got some valuable information today. Please subscribe. Head over to my website, answersabout.alz.org. Lots of great freebies in that library. I'll see you later.